guys, welcome to my channel again, and this is
PilotAmireh! What's up?
yeah. So today we're gonna talk about tips on how to become a pilot. From my experience, it is in this country. So maybe in your country it's completely different. But the first thing I want to say is that if you want this, then you should really have a background with at least some math in it, some physics in it. You just have to calculate stuff, and you have to be able to do that, like by heart, really quickly, and it's just good if you have experience with that. So some certificate or something like that, you'll probably need to show it somewhere.
You have to calculate the distance and the landing, how much distance you need to land, to take off, to avoid such an obstacle, mountain. You have to do your calculations, a performance calculation.
Yeah.
So I totally agree to be good in math and physics. I want to say something important. English language. Okay, most of the countries in the world, a lot of countries in Europe, South America and Asia, they don't speak English as the main language. Even me. It's not my first language. English is very important. So in your license there's a lot of airlines, a lot of workplaces, they need at least level 4, ICAO level 4, okay? So some airlines, they need 5. That's more challenging. So if you feel that you need to be more better in English, the way you talk, communicate, understand, writing, also you have to do practice. Start as early as you start, as it's better, because you have more time, fresh mind, you will do more communications, and you're gonna develop yourself to achieve something better at the end of the day. Yeah. So what do you think about the English?
Yeah, that's a really good point, because as you guys probably noticed, I'm also having troubles with my English sometimes, just because I'm.
Me too.
You know, it's like yeah, because
it's not our language.
Yeah, exactly. But also in the airplane, we're just it's very technical, and okay, do this, do that, or we're gonna do this, and you will not need to tell a story. But when you're in a cockpit, you have to communicate with each other, and normally it doesn't matter if you make some few mistakes. And if you watch my videos, you see that I make mistakes a lot. So,
me too.
But at least you can understand me. That's I'm happy. But
I understand you.
Okay.
I was struggling, but now I understand it.
But yeah, it's very important, because if you want a job eventually, or if you want to get hired somewhere at a flight train or something like that, they're gonna look at your English. You can be very good in math, all that stuff. You can have a really talented feeling for flying, but if your English is not good, then yeah, that's not good, because then you're probably not gonna be hired, or you're gonna have troubles with that. Well, it shouldn't be a problem, because it's gonna be the main language. Another thing is the flight school. Once you decide that you want to become a pilot, you have to choose a flight school which fits your goals. For example, if you want to go to some specific airline, then which only hires people who are from, for example, that specific flight school, then you need to go there as well. If it doesn't matter to you and you just want to become a pilot, and yeah, doesn't matter which path you follow, then you still need to pick a good flight school, because you don't want to end up with this huge loan or pay a lot of money for in the end nothing. So really do your research of this. Yeah,
you want to become a pilot, doctor, lawyer, whatever. Do your best in the school. Have a good basics.
Yeah.
Why?
Exactly.
If you are targeting to be a pilot, but for any reason you can't be a pilot, it could happen. At least you will have a good marks, good knowledge, good basics in the school. It could lead you to another way that you can achieve something important in this life.
Another thing which is important is that you should figure out for yourself what you want. Some people ask me, for example, like, hey, I only want to join KLM. What school should I choose? Well, that's obvious. You can just look it up on the internet and you see it there. But just from my perspective, I think, okay, is that the only reason why you would invest a lot of money to join just one company? I mean, the company is great, for sure,
definitely.
But it's about being a pilot, right? You know, about that profession and not about the company, because that's what I would say. If you only want to fly for one company, that you really limit yourself, especially in a time where there are a lot of unemployed pilots out there.
Sure.
You should be willing to work anywhere, like basically anywhere. If they asked me to go to the Middle East, I would have gone to the Middle East.
Asia.
I don't care. I don't know, Russia, I don't care at all. Like
Russia is a good option.
Okay.
For me.
For you, yeah.
That's true. I totally agree with you. It's about the profession, it's about the dream, it's about the passion. Okay? One important thing is the passion. You have to ask yourself why you want to become a pilot. You have to find the right reasons for that. It's just not about a nice uniform, it's not about only traveling. You're gonna deal with a lot of complicated stuff, a lot of night flights in some airlines, early morning flights. Sometimes you are away from the family in some important occasions, you know. So you have to know and to ask yourself, to be convinced about the reason why you're gonna become a pilot before choosing, going and entering and flying somewhere else to do this dream. So it will start with a goal, and with a search and with a dedication and with the right search about the right information.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm sure, we both agree that if you have a goal in life, you can achieve it, but you have to understand that there are priorities and that you have to follow a specific path for that. Yeah. You cannot do and this thing and the other thing. You have to make a decision, and that decision will also determine how fast you will get the airline job. For example, you have to make sure that you gain high scores, because in the flight training you're all fine with your colleagues and it's all good, but once you graduate, you're competitors. True. That guy's looking for a job, you're looking for a job. If he has a little higher score, then he's gonna go first. As simple as that. Because if you said, okay, you can send a great letter, but they will also look at your scores, your check rights, how many fails do you have. Just make sure you don't have any fail. Just go for this and
do your best.
Do your utmost best, because in the end it's gonna maybe save you 1 or 2 years looking for a job, or not at all. And luckily for you guys, the market is changing, so that's good.
It's open.
But
it's open market nowadays.
Exactly, but in
my time, it was not open at all.
No.
But I was lucky. This is the most important. I get a lot of messages that a lot of pilots, they got graduated, there's no job. Okay, don't sit at home, do nothing. Do something.
Yeah.
You can join flight school to be instructor. There's small airlines. You can go be a firefighter using the airplane in some regions, taking mails, do anything, okay? And even in the worst case scenario, you didn't find a job in aviation, work in something else, earn your money, and stay in touch with your boss.
Exactly.
Okay?
Yeah, exactly.
Just don't sit at home sending emails and messages, oh please, I'm trying to find a job. The job will not run to you. You have to run to the job. But if you don't have it now, you're gonna have it later. Be optimistic, positive.
Yeah.
Work in something else. If it's related to aviation, that would be perfect. Flight dispatcher in the airport, anything, you know, to stay in the atmosphere, to stay connected to what's going on. But staying at home, doing nothing, just complaining, that's really, really, really bad.
Yeah, not
really bad.
Not even for yourself, because I know what you're saying, it's really bad, but it's also bad for your motivation, because imagine this, you're like 2 or 3 years done, you're working for a completely different company, like completely different. Nothing where you've studied for, just something else. And I mean, at one time you're just living at some place, you're earning money, okay, not that good money, but it's okay, you can just pay everything. But you're getting older, no experience, very young guys out there, and when you finally when you can finally go to an airline interview, for example, you have to explain them what you did in those few years. Well,
sure, it's one of the interview questions,
Yeah, imagine if you're going to say, well, I worked at supermarkets for 3 years, so and in the meantime, what did you do? Did you stay in touch with aviation? Well, no. I mean, that's going to be a no-go for them, at all. So
sure.
That's just very important. Just do anything. Even a receptionist at a company like a very small company, doesn't matter. Anything is good. Yeah.
Anything is good. If you can't, stay in touch with your books. Read, because we human beings, we forget, especially if we don't work in such field, in the environment. So study, read, and be happy, be positive, huh?
Yeah, because you will get the job eventually, but you have to just
Patient.
yeah, be patient and to just not give up, because there are a lot of other guys which are giving up, and that makes a difference between getting the job or not, and hopefully we'll get sooner. But yeah.
I hope that everybody will get a job. Everybody have a place in the sky. It's a big sky, and I always motivate my friends and aviation lovers, which I have in my social media accounts. Always be positive, motivated, and dedicated to what you want to be, and always have this passion. You know.
Yeah.
The passion will let you continue and let you be patient and let you reach your goal. Definitely.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like that.
Yeah, it is like that.
Yeah.
So, thank you for watching How to Become a Pilot. Me and Michelle, the Dutch pilot girl. PilotAmireh. Please follow us in our social media account. You will find me in Instagram, PilotAmireh, Facebook also, and YouTube.
YouTube, of course.
Yeah, YouTube, of course.
Let me know what you guys think about this video, that you already know all these things. I'm really happy to read your comments, even though if they're negative, I don't care. I really like to hear too, you know.
Negative. For me, positive, and for negative.
So, thank you guys for watching, and see you next video.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Really? How to become a pilot?
Yeah.
Are you a pilot? How do you become a pilot?
I made a video about that. 200,000 views. Thank you guys so much. That's how I became a pilot. You didn't even see it.
No.
Well, that's not good.